Okay, ma'am. Next, ma'am, pwede ta katindog to test your gait or the tandem gait. So, ma'am, in this assessment, pwede malakat ka nga gatihin, malakat ka rin sa pakad today, tapos magbalik ka, takat ka naman gamit ang imong heel. Okay, ma'am? Okay. Okay, ma'am. So, ano gusto mo? Heels and toes, ano, ma'am? Okay. So, malang magmampuha. Slowly. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, next ma'am, hindi naman itong gamitin ng no. So, heel. Dapat ka heel. Okay, ma'am. Sa heel, straight lang, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So, the next assessment is the FNNT or the finger to nose test. So, pwede mo lang ma-extend yung mga index finger, ma'am. Index finger. Okay. And then, touch your nose. Touch your nose. And I'm also going to touch my nose. And then, i-outstretch mo yung mga index finger, ma'am, ha? Tapos, dapat mabungguan yung ato niya finger like this. Okay, ma'am? So, from nose, finger to nose, then outstretch. Okay, again. Okay, outstretch. Again, outstretch. Okay. Okay. Again. Okay. Okay, ma'am. So the next is the pronutation or supination. So pwede mo lang mabutang imo nga lang ano yung pilo mo na. So place the both hands on the thigh. Okay. Place the both hands on the thigh, and then rapidly turn your hands over and lift them off your thighs. Okay, ma'am? So, lift mo. Like that. Okay, ma'am? So, from the thigh, then lift. Okay? Rapid. Classic. Okay? Continue. Okay? Pwede mo pa magpagasi, ma'am? Okay. Okay na, ma'am. Okay. Here's your pillow. Okay. Next, okay, so the patient was able to do this without difficulty. So next, ma'am, is the heel to shin test. Pwede ka makalay supine position, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So the heel to shin test, pwede mo ni ma-flex again isa ka knee. Tapos i-flex, and then i-wrap mo na din mo sa ibong top of your foot. Tapos do it as quick as possible, ma'am. Okay? Okay, ma'am? Okay? Pwede mo padasig, ma'am. Okay. Okay, and then the next foot, flex ka lang ang knees, and then rub, pass. Okay. Okay, so the patient was able to repeat this movement without making mistake, and it is inability to perform motion in a relatively rapid cadence is abnormal. Next, I'm going to assess the patient's ability to distinguish difference between sharp and dull object. Okay, ma'am. So, nang may i-touch ko sa mga body, tapos hambalon mo kung sharp or dull sa mga sharp kung feel mo talong, tas dull kung wala ka na talungan. Okay, ma'am? Okay, next I'm going to assess the patient's bicep reflex. So, if pwede lang ma-extend natin yung kamot, ma'am. Okay, okay na please. Ay, tama, okay. Okay, so I'm going to put my thumb on my non-dominant hand to support the client's arm, and then I'm going to place a thumb on the bicep tendon, and then I'm going to strike my finger or the thumb to feel the response. Okay, so I wasn't able to see the reflex of the patient's bicep, but I could feel the response. So this is done to check the bicep flexion reflex carried by the spinal nerves. Next is to assess the patient's tricep reflex. So I'm going to also support the client's elbow with my non-dominant hand, and then I'm going to strike the tricep tendon here. Tricep tendon just above the elbow, and then I'm going to strike the arm. Okay. Okay, sit up. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is done to check the tricep extension reflex carried by the spinal nerve 6, 7, and 8. Okay, next I'm going to assess the patient's patellar reflex. Okay, ma'am. So, pwede tala mo pa ang pillow. Pwede tantang sa likod mo. Okay, and then I'm going to here, I'm going to strike here, and then I'm going to note for contraction of the quadricep and extension of the knees. Okay, so I'm going to strike a spread. Sorry, sakit. Sorry. Okay, so this is done to check the patellar extension reflex carried by the spinal nerves 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 4. Next, I'm going to assess the Achilles tendon reflex. So, dorsiflex, hindi pag-i-close ang feet. Okay, so, okay ma'am, so, i-dorsiflex sa aton nga foot. Okay, so, iamon to lang aton nga foot off. Yes. And then, I'm going to strike at the Achilles tendon. So, here. Okay. I-dorsiflex, ma'am. Okay.
Me too.
Okay. The other foot. Okay. Okay. So, this is done to check the Achilles tendon plantar flexion reflex carried by the spinal nerves S1 and S2. Okay, ma'am, so I'm going to strike the abdomen lightly on each side in an inward and downward direction. Okay, above and below the umbilicus. Okay, ma'am, so pwede lang sa di ma'am ka-lay down. Okay. Pugot pa lang atong nga tiyan, ma'am, ha? Okay, while still maintaining the patient's privacy. Okay, so mas-stroke ko, ma'am, ha? Okay, so I'm noting for the contraction of the abdominal muscle and the deviation of the umbilicus towards the stimulus. Okay, so here, okay. It's a good sign. Hanggang muna ang abdomen. Alam. Okay na. Okay, here's the pillow. Okay, so this is done to check the function of spinal nerves T1, T9, T10, 11, and 12. Okay, next, ma'am, let's test for the meningeal irritation. So first, let's assess for the kerning sign. Okay, ma'am. So, pwede na sa delicate. Okay. So, the kerning sign is flex lang, ma'am. It is flexing the legs to 90 degree. Sige, pakadto sa ibang abdomen. Ay, sakit na. Sorry. Dapat, ganun. Sakit na. Okay. 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 Birdzin. Okay. This, ma'am, this is a passive flexion sa aton nga next. So, flex tayo aton nga next, ma'am, ha? Okay, ito po eh. Okay na. Okay na, ma'am. So, we're done. Pili ka na po. Okay, ma'am. So, we're done with the neurological assessment. So, thank you so much for your cooperation. So, do you need anything else, ma'am, before I leave?
No.
Okay, ma'am. So, thank you and have a good day.